To improve your communication skills, is there any activity which can make you listen, read, speak, and enjoy at the same time? Yes, you have guessed it right. It is on the thumbnail. Shadow technique. In my previous video, we have discussed 5 chapters. Chapter 1, how I started believing in shadow technique. And Chapter 2, what is shadow technique, and I have explained it in detail. Chapter 3, is it worth shadowing? Chapter 4, important points to remember before starting your shadow journey. And Chapter 5, where I have shared 3 amazing methods to start your shadow journey. In this video, we are going to cover next 5 chapters. Chapter number 6, types of shadow. Yes, there are types of shadow technique and you have to pick according to your level. Chapter number 7, videos which you must watch to start your shadow journey. Chapter number 8, benefits of shadowing. Chapter number 9, mistakes which people make and then they stop shadowing. They think that shadowing is not working in their favor. Chapter 10, I will share my routine, how I actually shadow every day. Let's start. Chapter 6, types of shadow. And here are 3 types of shadow. First is active shadow, where you use your voice. Second is passive shadow, where you simply whisper. And third is silent shadow, where all you do is you use your mind. Let me explain something very important to you. Active shadow is different because you focus on different areas when you do active shadow. Passive shadow is again different because the things which you get, the things which you improve from active shadow, you don't get exactly same things from passive shadow. What is active shadow? First of all, whether you take your mobile phone, your tab, or your laptop, you just have to sit right in front of that device. Okay, so you cannot go here and there while doing active shadow. You are going to focus more on how they are moving their hands, how they are making eye contact, how they are using their gestures, how they are smiling, all their expressions, and there are many more things which you focus when you only do active shadow. Okay, so you're not only focusing on rhythm, pronunciation, and how they're producing sounds, but something much more deeper. This is active shadowing, which I'm going to play now. Do you know how to make everyone listen to you, even if English is not your first language? If you think speaking loudly or shouting gives you confidence while speaking English? Second is passive shadow. Passive shadow is something whether you pick your mobile, your tab, or your laptop, you do not need to sit in front of that. All you can do is just play a video out loud, or simply you can use your headphones. You go anywhere, but the main focus is you're still shadowing that person. Okay, you're shadowing while vocalizing it or in your mind. So here you are not very focused on how they are moving their jaws, how they are making eye contact, how they are adjusting their gesture and posture. You are not focusing on their body language. Your focus is more on how they are producing. You listen to it like a song. When you listen to a song, you're not very cautious about who is singing, how is singing. You just enjoy the song, right? You repeat after that in your mind. You are simply whispering. Okay, you're not saying it out loud, you're simply whispering while doing your stuff. Now, the third one is silent shadow. So what you do, whether you pick your mobile, your lappy, or your tab, whether you sit right in front of that device or you simply go here and there, your only focus is just repeat that in your mind. So here, you're not saying it actively. Here, you're not whispering. The only thing which you are doing is you are saying it in your mind.
Do you know how to make everyone listen to you, even if English is not your first language?
Yes, this time I was doing it in my mind. People who are just starting and this is quite weird activity for them, you can start with silent shadow. Just do it simply in your mind. Then gradually go with passive, whisper it, and then go with active shadow. Alright? Chapter number 7. What kind of speakers? What should we shadow? Yes, I am going to share something amazing. Here I'm going to share some speakers with you, but if you are going to choose by yourself, make sure, first thing, you choose someone who is actually speaking correctly. Second, choose someone who speaks with clarity and with a good articulation. Why I'm saying it? Because when you shadow someone, you are not actually entirely copying someone to copy someone's style. You are actually copying someone to find your own style. You are going to find your own speaking style in them. There are three categories. First is slow speakers, second, moderate, and third, fast speakers. Now, according to you, not according to your level, but according to your taste, you have to choose. Now, when I say slow speakers, I am not saying these are monotonous, boring, tedious speakers. No. Even the people who speak quite slow are damn effective. So, the kind of videos which you are going to watch will include obviously TED Talk speakers, second, podcasts, third, solo videos, the way I'm making right now, fourth, movies. Okay, and you can just go with web series, animations, and fifth, music. Three speakers for females and three speakers for males. Why? Because I would not recommend male speakers to shadow female and female speakers to shadow male. Apart from this, I would recommend you all to find your own taste. And here is one more suggestion. If you want to listen something slow, then go for spirituality and animated movies. Plus, you can find some solo speakers like me who speaks slow. If you want to go for moderate pace, here I would suggest go for TED Talk speakers and podcasts. Again, in moderate category, you can also find solo videos, again the way I'm making. For third category, fast paced category, I would suggest movies, songs, and again you can go with solo speakers. Now, chapter number 8, benefits. The first thing is, as we complain a lot that we don't get anyone to speak, and I can understand sometimes it can be true. So, the first benefit you get from shadow technique is you get speaking space. Yes, whether you have someone or not to speak, but if you shadow, you're already producing sound because your jaws don't know whether you're talking with someone or you are just practicing by yourself. Second thing is you get speaking style. As I've said, you cannot entirely copy someone's speaking style, but yes, when you shadow, you experiment with whom you can vibe so that you can find your own speaking style. Third thing is you improve your pronunciation, articulation, and clarity. There are a lot of people, they are wondering how can I work on my pronunciation, my enunciation, clarity, my MTI, voice modulation, intonation. Now, the fourth benefit you get from shadow technique is you learn accents. Now, I'm not talking about British or American accents. All I'm talking is neutral accents. Now, it is entirely dependent. If you are copying, imitating someone who speaks in British accents, yes, no wonder you're going to achieve British accents. And same goes for American. If you are following someone who speaks in American accents, no wonder you will get that. Yes, there are plethora of speakers on this earth and they're not particularly having any Indian, American or Australian accents. They have just neutral accents, still they sound amazing. The fifth benefit which you get from shadow technique is it makes your learning fun, no doubt. Yes, this is the only activity which I don't miss nowadays. Why? Because it is making my learnings fun. Sixth benefit is all in one. As I've said, when you shadow, you're not just working on one thing but multiple things. Your pronunciation, enunciation, articulation, voice modulation, intonation, pitch, your gesture, your posture, your eye contact, expressions, and many more things. Chapter number 9, mistakes people make while shadowing. And again, these are my experiences. Alright, so number 1, Don't try to catch each and every word. Your focus needs to be on repeating after them. Sometimes it could happen that you may miss out on some words, and that's entirely fine. Don't stop. Again, keep on catching your train. Second, don't pick someone you don't enjoy and then you complain, I'm not able to keep up with it. Experiment is important. Fourth mistake. Oh my goodness. A lot of people are making this mistake and then they say, shadow technique is not working in my favor. I was also making this mistake, and after experiments, now I am here. Listen, don't try to speak simultaneously. Okay? As I have already shared 3 methods with you, you will go for third one, but please, as I have said, doesn't matter at what level you are, go with repeating after. If you really want to enjoy shadow for literally longer period, then you have to speak after. Play a video, repeat after instead of speaking simultaneously, parallelly. Another mistake which I've already shared, that people are jumping from one person to another person. As I've already mentioned, yes, you can jump from one video to another video to experiment, to find the speaker. Once you find the speaker, please don't jump. I have taken one person, and that's an AI. I have been shadowing that single person about more than 3 months now. So I'm not skipping, and I'm not saying just one person. I have taken at least 2 or 3 speakers, 3 or 4 speakers maximum. And yes, I just follow them. Next is use your mouth properly. Okay, don't do formality. Try to just move your jaws, your mouth muscles in a way the way the speaker is doing it. Next is don't choose damn difficult content. Okay, damn difficult speakers. Again, you're not going to enjoy. Last is please, I'm requesting, be consistent with shadow technique, because one day if you're going to do it, then you will take 5 days break and then again you will repeat it. No. In this way, first thing, you will not see any result, and second, you're not gonna enjoy it. Chapter number 10, my shadow routine. So let me tell you, the first thing is every day. I have decided, because finding just 2 minutes every day or maximum 5 minutes is not a big deal. By the way, I used to do shadow for 2 minutes and 5 minutes couple of months back or weeks back, you can say, but now I do it for at least minimum 15 minutes and maximum 20 or 30. So first thing is, I have set a timer that every day this is the time I'll shadow. Second thing is, I have already found my favorite speakers. So I have 4 favorite speakers of mine, and yes, I don't jump from one video to another video. Let me tell you, I was actually making this mistake. I was jumping from one person to another person, and I was wondering that why I'm not enjoying, why I'm not seeing any difference. And then I understood what mistake I'm making. The third thing is, I do it whenever I feel like doing it. One time it's necessary for me, I do it every day, I take it like medicine. But if I can do it more than once, then yes, I make sure I do it. Now the fourth thing is, as there are a lot of English learners, and when it comes to doing these activities, they see it as a pressure. I don't see it in this way. I have a different angle of seeing it. So I actually see it as a process where I enjoy. It's like a game to me. I do fun with it. I smile, I move my hand gestures, I try to play with my jaws. So I'm not learning, I am living it, I'm playing it. The last thing in my routine is, I make sure that I am consistent with it. I do it every day. Doesn't matter how busy I am, but I don't make lame excuses, because I know I can find at least minimum 2 minutes and maximum 5 minutes for my shadow technique. Now, this was my experiment and I have shared it with you. Now I want to know your perspective. Do you think that yes, shadow can actually make you a fluent speaker? But one thing, without experiment, you cannot share your perspective. Okay, so here is the challenge for you. Challenge is, from now you have 5 months or 4 months or 3 months, doesn't matter. The more time you have, the better it is. Okay, so whatever time you have, start from today, be consistent, do experiment, find any good speaker, and try to be consistent with your shadowing journey. In the end of the month, in the end of the year, definitely you are going to see results. Okay, this was all about Shadow. Now tell me one thing. I have shared 5 months or 6 months plan with you, and there we have promised that you are going to become fluent and a good communicator in the end of the year. Just let me know in the chat section. Are you consistent with that? If yes, write in the chat section consistent. And one more thing, if you are someone who has watched my video of set of 6 and you are still consistent with your set of 6, then write in the chat section just yes. I'll catch that you are consistent with that. And if you want to know my journey, how I have become fluent in English, then here's my journey. Please do watch. With this thing, let's meet in the next video. Keep learning. Bye bye. Take care.